Hey guys, my name is Lilly and today I want to make a video about the situation in Europe in October 2024. Let's dive right in. So here we have some new election results. So a couple of days ago, Austria has elected some new representatives in the Austrian parliament, and here are the new results. So the winner of this election was definitely the right-wing party, the FPÖ. And second place is the Conservative Party, ÖVP. And then on the third place we have the left party, the Social Party, SPÖ. And then we also have some side parties, the Neos, for example, in pink. This is more like a neoliberal party. They got 9% and the Greens got 8%. Now, when people were asked why they have voted for the right-wing party in Austria, the main reason was the migration topic, because a lot of people feel unsafe and a lot of people are fed up with the situation, fed up that Austria is not as safe anymore. And a lot of people, they feel like the government has treated us wrongly in the pandemic. So, for example, we had the duty to vaccinate, so they were trying to get people to vaccinate with all kinds of measures. It was not enforced vaccinations, but it was a duty to vaccinate, and there were a couple of things going on which a lot of people did not like. So this is also why now a lot of people have voted for the right-wing party, and the first party here is actually the party which is against any forced vaccinations. So that's the two main reasons why the right-wing party in Austria has gained so much traction. So I guess with this election results, people have made a statement and you can actually see that they are fed up. Okay, next, some supermarkets in Austria, they don't want any receipts anymore. They want to make all receipts digital so you can see it in your app. So they are saying that this has some advantages for the users, which can be true, you know. But the problem is, I believe that they want to collect all of the data, what we are purchasing, and maybe they want to use this data somehow. Now, what I believe that's happening here is a preparation for a new CO2 tax. So I've read a couple of times that they are thinking about making a CO2 tax for products, food, water, and maybe even services. So with these steps here, this is how it starts, and this is how they could actually make a CO2 tax on food, for example, on meat work. Here they're saying that Austria is in a double recession because, the economy is doing really, really bad. So now the experts are wondering how they can promote and engage the economy again, but it will be really hard because everything is so expensive and people, they are just saving wherever they can. Okay, next, some concerning news. Apparently the Pentagon is making a study about the effects that a nuclear war could have in Europe. So here they want to spend $34 million for a study to see what effects the nuclear war has on the agricultural sector and on nature. Yeah, pretty concerning, I gotta say. He's also saying in this newspaper that the Pentagon wants to focus on the eastern states of Europe and West Russia. So I'm not sure what's going on here, but this is making me nervous. I hope that they are not doing something stupid. Then next, I found a really concerning article in the LA Times. It's almost shameful to want to have children. And this was published in the section Climate and Environment. And I really don't like the wording of this article. It's almost shameful to want children. I'm not ashamed to have a child. So how about you go and fuck yourself, Los Angeles Times. All right, next. Here in Europe we had a glacier melting, and now they have found an old pathway. So it seems as if there was a path going over the mountain here, and this was covered with ice, but now it has been uncovered. So that means that 2000 years ago, in the Roman times, they've used this pathway, but they can only use it if there was no glacier. That means in Roman times it was really, really warm. So that means if it was warm 2000 years ago and people back then did not produce any CO2, what was the cause of this global warming? And also what caused the cooling afterwards that made the glacier possible? So I believe there must be more causes than just CO2 for any global climate change. Next, a lot of people in Austria are really sick, and this already started in August. But August was really warm, so normally the wave of sickness starts in September when it's getting colder, right? But now it started in the middle of summer, which is very unusual, and people keep getting sick. And they're also afraid to stay at home because they're afraid to lose their jobs if they're staying home sick. Here they say this was at the end of September. We had 250,000 sick people, and we are missing the important medications for it. So a lot of medications are missing. Here they are saying that sometimes medications are made in only one factory in China or India, and if there's a problem at this one factory, then we won't get any medication. So if I had something to say in Austria, I would make all of the medications that the population needs here in Austria. So I don't know why politicians are not just doing it. Yeah, the next we unfortunately had a huge storm in Austria, a lot of rain. They said it's a 30-year event because of so much rain and so on. So a lot of cellars flooded, which is really bad. It caused a lot of damages. Some people have lost their houses. So really crazy what was going on. And also one of our train tracks, they were completely destroyed. And this train track is really important because it's connecting the east with the west of the country. And now it's so much damaged that they will need 1 year at least to repair it. So this is how much damage was done with just a storm. Now imagine what would happen if there was, I don't know, a couple of storms or a couple of natural disasters or maybe man-made disasters. So this is how long it will take to repair the infrastructure. Next here we have an article about electric vehicles. So the European Union, they want to have a certain amount of electric vehicles, and they want to change all vehicles to electric vehicles. So they have their own plan, how many percent each year should be electric vehicles, and there should be less and less of fossil fuel cars going around. But here the automobile industry is saying that they cannot reach the goal of the European Union because the boom is over and a lot of people don't want to buy electric cars anymore. So for 2025, for example, the goal was that 25% of the sales should be electric vehicles. But right now it's only 12.5%. So it's not possible to reach the goal. So a lot of people have realized that EVs are just, I would not say a scam, but they are really inconvenient. And they have so many disadvantages. So people underestimate how much electricity an electric vehicle needs. And yeah, I'm glad I've never bought one. I'm sitting in a 15-year-old diesel Audi, and I'm really happy with it. I'm going to drive it until it's dead, really. So I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I've never purchased an EV. Okay, so here there's another article, and it's saying that self-sufficiency, all about it is an illusion. This is a German newspaper. I was really surprised to see this in this conservative newspaper. And here they're writing that the fantasy of living on the countryside with a chicken coop and a potato field are getting more popular. Even prominent people want to grow their own veggies and fruit. But the romanticized picture has nothing to do with the reality. So I don't know, for some reason they don't want people to be self-sufficient or self-reliant, and more articles like this are now emerging. I think people are fed up. They are fed up because now even genetically modified food can be organic, and people just don't want to eat that. Okay, so many people are starting a garden or raising chickens themselves. Then also many people are fed up that a pack of onions, organic onions, 1 kilogram, costs €5 80 something. Okay, so with €5 80 something, it really pays off to have your own garden because everything is so expensive. So it's not really about a romanticized dream, but it's about self-sufficiency, about saving money, and about eating good and healthy food. Alright guys, so this is it for today. I really want to thank you guys for watching, and if you want to support my channel, you can check out my website. I'm selling off the last stock of the April 1 tracker, which I have designed. So if you're interested in a knife, maybe take a look, and even if it's not for you, maybe it's a great Christmas present.